Monty Productions. Let me say how pleased we are to be working with you two, and so thrilled for the people in Australia that they can get these great telecasts and have a great fight like this. Bojado, who they're going to really be impressed with, and then of course the Dynasty Zoo and Zab Judah. Congratulations again, Vlad Wharton, and we look forward to working with you in the future.
Thank you very much, everybody, and all the best. We're looking forward to the main event. Take care.
All right, Vlad. Thanks very much. We're going to take a look at the tail of the tape and tell you about these two guys, and they'll tell you a few things. You're going to see it in the metric system, and I'll tell you in inches that Bojado is an inch shorter. He's a pound heavier, 11 years younger, and he has a 4.5-inch shorter reach than does Lucero. Now, Bojado is coming off an October 13th win. That's just a couple of weeks ago. He scored a second-round knockout over Eliezer Contreras. Look at this kid, Bojado. This kid, if he doesn't win a couple of world titles, I don't know boxing. And tonight I'm doing my 684th world title fight on television, so I've got some experience in this. This kid has all the tools. Bojado, kind of a boyishly handsome young kid. He's dazzled in every way since turning pro. He's really considered to be the next superstar of the lower weight classes. But he's anything, but his stereotypical Mexican fighter. He has the ability to slip and avoid punches. He seems to be the first of many young Mexican-American fighters who will break the traditional mold of the Mexican boxers and how they're perceived. He has that baby look, but man, he is a tiger in the ring. His overall talent, great natural ability, possesses excellent hand and foot speed. He's just got it all. Bojado. These are the rules under which this 10-round lightweight battle will be contested. The 10-point must-scoring system. No standing 8 count. No 3 knockdown rule. Only the referee can stop the fight, and a fighter cannot be saved by the bell in any round. Those are actually the unified rules of boxing, and that's the way it'll be contested tonight. While we have the opportunity, we want to say hello to Ray Wheatley of World of Boxing and tell him what a great job he's doing getting the boxing news around the world, from down under and all over the world. We appreciate all your contribution to helping me get prepared for fights. And I also want to say hello to the guys in the Bad Boys Gym in Townsville down in Queensland. I'm going to be down there sometime in your summer, and I'm going to be going out to the Great Barrier Reef, so I'll look for the guys in the Bad Boy Gym to escort me out there. We'll catch some fish. All right, so we welcome everybody watching around the world. Glad that you could be with us. I'm Bob Sheridan, your host for this evening, and we're waiting for the introductions. The United States Network Showtime has just come on the air, and they're going to be taking a couple of moments while we get this fight underway. I can tell you a little bit about some of the question marks about Bojado. The big question is, how good is he? How good can he become? Will he be fighting for a world title this year? Will stamina be a problem? Because, when you take a look at his ring record, he hasn't been beyond the second. Well, he did get into the 3rd round in one of his 8 fights, but that was a knockout. Everything has been a knockout or a TKO victory, and all of his fights have been this year, all 8 fights. There's Rahman, the heavyweight champion of the world. He is a character. Asim Rahman, and there's his World Heavyweight Championship ring, and he'll be fighting on the 17th of November right here in Las Vegas, taking on Lennox Lewis. A wonderful character he is. Talked about some of the other strengths of Bojado. He's got great work ethic. He's only a youngster, He's 18 years of age, and he just turned 18. He's got the hand speed, he's got great charisma, good strength, he's got a powerful left hook, a good right hand. He's got great poise for his age, and he's averaged, I started talking about the number of fights, he's averaged 1.63 rounds per fight. That's incredible in his professional career. He also, an interesting note on Bojado, he graduated from Garfield High School in Los Angeles. That's the same high school as Oscar De La Hoya. But fighting Lucero is kind of a step up in class for him, because Lucero has 34 victories. Well, we'll talk more about that. Here's Jimmy.
Ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening to you, and we welcome you to the City of Entertainment, the MGM Grand in Las Vegas, Nevada. We have a big night of action coming your way, and it's all brought to you courtesy of Vlad Wharton's Millennium Events in association with Main Events, the MGM Grand, and Showtime. This bout coming away is sanctioned by the Nevada State Athletic Commission, who appoints the officials. Our physicians at ringside, Dr. Margaret Goodman, Dr. William Berliner, Dr. Al Capana, and Dr. Gino Signorino. Timekeepers at the bell also keeping count of the knockdowns. We have James Cavan and Mike Lasella. Introducing to you our three judges, all from Las Vegas, Nevada. Bill Graham, Dave Moretti, and Paul Smith. And introducing our third man to the ring, our referee in charge of this bout, Kenny Bayless. All right, fans, here we go. 10 rounds of boxing scheduled in a super lightweight special attraction. Introducing to you first on my right, he is fighting out of the blue corner, wearing black trunks with gold trim, hailing from Ciudad Juarez, Chihuahua, Mexico. His weight, 141 pounds. His record stands at 34 wins, 8 losses, 1 draw, with 22 wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the former Mexican super lightweight champion, introducing Mauro Puños de Oro Lucero. And his opponent across the ring on my left, fighting out of the red corner, this 10-round attraction, wearing black trunks with silver trim, hailing from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico. He weighed in at 142 pounds. As an amateur, he was the youngest member of the 2000 Mexican Olympic team. As a pro, his record is unblemished at 8 wins, no losses, all 8 wins coming by way of knockout. Here is the undefeated WBC Super Lightweight Youth Champion, known as the baby-faced assassin, introducing Francisco Panchito Bojado. And once again, Kenny Bayless is our referee in charge, now to give instructions. 10 rounds of action scheduled.
We've got a very wide band, very wide. Any punch in this area, is considered a clean punch. Okay? All right. All right, now, gentlemen. Está muy arriba la concha. Any punch in this area is a clean punch. Okay? Okay? All right, now. Mira. Punches here, oh, okay. Trunks here, okay. Okay? These are high. Now, gentlemen, went over the rules in the dressing room. I want you to protect yourself at all times. Keep the fight clean at all times. And what I say, you must obey. Good luck to both of you. Touch gloves.
All right, so we're set to go here with a 10-round lightweight fight. Francisco Bojado, the tremendous youngster, was just a pound heavier yesterday at the official weigh-in, but he's 5 1/4 pounds heavier than is Lucero at this stage. Now remember, Lucero, while he's a very experienced guy with 34 victories, he's been on the downhill side of his career, and in his last few fights, in fact, in his last 7 fights, he's lost 5 of them. So this is a good experienced opponent for Bojado, but make no mistake about it, Bojado is really, really tough and very fast in the first round. For Lucero to do anything with him, he's kind of a straight-up fighter. He's got to try to keep his distance from this guy early, because Panchito will pick up the pace any second now. Panchito up on his toes, slides around to the left. Panchito, since they're both in black trunks, to the right of your screen, with Bojado on the back of his trunks, as you see. That's Panchito to the left of your screen now. And Lucero with his back, you're now sliding around to the left so you can keep the two straight. Silver trim is on Bojado. The golder trim, kind of looks brown on your screen, is on Lucero. Lucero very cautious in the opening. He comes with an uppercut but misses. Panchito has that slick movement with all of the amateur fights that he's had. He's got a tremendous amount of experience for a young fighter. He was the youngest kid on the Mexican Olympic team, and he is a good one. He has all the tools. Remember, Lucero has 34 victories and only 8 losses from Ciudad Juarez, but we mentioned the slide that he's been on as of recent years. While Panchito knows that this guy is a more experienced guy than most of his opponents, he's starting a little bit slower than we've seen him. Remember, we mentioned that statistic we had. He's got an average of 1.63 rounds and really hasn't opened up yet. One of the great fighters from Mexico, Julio Cesar Chavez, was like this in the early going. He would go with a right-hand lead, then a left-hand lead. He'd move around. He'd make the other guy come in himself, see what he could do. You see that Panchito is making this guy miss right now. He's outside that kill zone. We talked about that in the last fight, but notice the positioning. Panchito is dictating what he wants to do right now. Now he goes with his first shot of the fight, testing the left hand. He tested the right hand earlier. This kid, believe me, has world-class ability, and by golly, at 19 years of age, let me tell you just how good he is. You're going to hear a lot of Francisco Panchito Bojado before it's all a big cracking left hand, and he's already hurt Lucero. Lucero was down. It was a left hand that hurt him, and it was one of those knockdowns, and he took his ace. He may not even be able to get out of this. It's up to 5. At 6, he's not going to make it. It's at 7. Kenny Bellis is at 8, 9, and 10. It's all over. Bojado knocks out Mauro Lucero in the first round. It was a left hand that did it, and it really hurt him. You notice him wait just a second before he went down. It was one of those knockouts where the brain, I suppose, cascaded up against the back of the skull, and it took 1 second before the blackout occurred, and down he went. A big first-round knockout for Francisco Panchito Bojado. We were hoping we have a little more time to see this guy in action. We mentioned Lucero's got plenty of experience, but it didn't mean anything against this guy. The little brother of Bojado in the ring with him, who travels with him all the time. Bojado, really, really skilled fella. That's his younger brother Angel that you saw in there with him. His dad Adrian and his other brother is with him all the time with his fights. A very together kid. It came in about 2:14 of the first round, so before the seats were warm in this first major co-feature of the evening, Bojado record moves to 9-0 with 9 KOs. He was out. We'll see it again and see if we can see if this will show us the power any better. Watch it to the left. He goes fishing with the right hand downstairs. Gets himself back under control again. Maybe come down to try to show you a little bit better if we get this angle. Misses. And then where it is there, it's high in the temple ball. And then back he goes. Well, when I saw it live, I thought that he was hurt to the jaw, but it was high in the temporal bone that he caught him. Now, the crowd in attendance is booing, but believe me, this kid was hurt. Lucero's been around. A guy that's got 34 victories from Mexico isn't laying down in the first round against a guy named Bojado, who's basically a glorified amateur fighter at this stage in his career from Guadalajara. Here's Jimmy Leonard.
With a time of 2 minutes, 14 seconds in round number 1, a referee in charge, Kenny Bellis, reaches the count of 10. The winner by way of knockout and still undefeated, the baby-faced assassin, Francisco Panchito Bojado.
So Bojado catches up with Lucero in the first round, and the live crowd kind of gave the same reaction that I gave when I saw it. When I really realized, I thought when I saw it live with his back to me was Lucero kind of right above me. I thought that he caught him in the jaw, but the replay clearly showed he caught him right in the temporal bone, which means the impact of the punch was right next to the brain, and that's the reason the crowd reacted the way they did was because of the delay. It took a full second, even though we showed it to you in slow motion. It looked even slower. They might have taken maybe 2 or 3 seconds, but it took a full second for him to go down. You often see that happen, where the guy will get hit. Now we're going to pick up the United States interview. Here's Tim Smith doing the interview with Bojado.
A guy who was supposed to stretch you and give you a little bit of work tonight. Is it getting frustrating just coming in and making quick work of the guys?
Well, this time I felt that this guy was a good experience for me. He was a lot tougher. I felt that he could take a punch. As soon as I hit him, he decided to take a knee, and I don't know after that. I was expecting him to get up.
Okay, we're going to take a look at the knockdown right here, Panchito, and you sort of describe what's going on.
Okay, I was just trying to see an opening, just trying to take my time, just trying to figure out his style. And I hit him with a hook, and then I was going forward so I can finish him, and he decided to take a knee. I was expecting him to get up, but I guess he felt that I was stronger than he was, or I don't know what went to his head, but I was expecting him to get up. That's
okay, we're going to take another look at this.
See, I connected him, and I wanted to go again and finishing him, but I saw him take a knee, and I didn't want to make the mistake of hitting him in the floor. So I thought he was going to get up again.
Well, I hear the crowd behind us booing on the replay, and maybe perhaps they don't think that he gave his best effort. But you tell me, how hard do you think the shot was?
Well, I mean, mentality-wise, I came prepared for anything to go to distance. I knew he was a tough fighter. He has a lot more experience than I do, so I trained hard for this fight. And I mean, I came to give a good show, to give 100% and to show the people what I'm capable of. You know, I hit him good, connected him good, but I knew he was going to get up. I thought he was going to get up, but he didn't. You know, I did my best. He didn't get up. I don't know why, but, you know, for the next time, we're going to pick, I guess, harder opponents so I could get some experience. I knew I connected him good.
Yeah, well, the ring doctor said that Lucero complained, Dr. Margaret Goodman said that Lucero complained of possibly an orbital fracture. So you must have connected pretty tough if that's what he's saying.
Well, I knew I connected it good because I hit him. I felt the punch. I felt his head. I hit the temple right in the spot. But that wasn't all my power, so I was expecting him to get up. You know, that's why after when I went to my corner, I was just ready to go again. I seen him do the 10 count, and I just got excited.
Okay, well, congratulations on this win, and I guess you're going to have to find tougher and tougher guys, but it's only a matter of time, Steve, before he moves on to bigger and better things.
Well, not more